I'm not your gossip girl, I'm the headline. Truth with a curve, baby, redefine. Welcome to the thirst trap. All the truth looks good in a tight wrap. We talk love, power, soul, and sin. Turn the world on, let the light in. Yeah, the thirst trap news. You'll drink it up, it's the real you. They've been trying thirst promos, where every headline's a revelation.
Hey, welcome back. It's that time again. I see James is here, Bobby, just a piece for you, joined. Tyler Voss. Let's see, Octane, Tyler Bowie, JJ Rice, Eric, Tatum. Hey, happy pre-Thanksgiving. What are you guys doing tonight? Are you guys snacking lightly so you can be starving tomorrow, or what is your pre-Thanksgiving traditions? What do you guys like to do? We don't have any other than the fact that mom stays up till like 4 a.m., puts the turkey in the oven to slow cook that bitch for like 12 hours and then sear the skin up, and then it's fall off the bone. All right. We're getting Rumble coordinated. All right. Some of you who weren't here yesterday, I'm going to let y'all know, I'm on Rumble now. It's so much cooler. It's in 4K. It's better than YouTube. You get the wine shot. It's got the chat. So I really want to start moving everybody over to that. And it's Real Luna Lopez over there on Rumble as well. And you'll see my show as one set as a series. And that's where you click. Okay. Tyler says he's bored. Boredom. Yes, I know. That's how Christmas Eve is too. It's like waiting. Your makeup looks amazing. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate it. I pulled the glitter out today. This 40-year-old bitch was like, you know what? I can wear glitter still. It's fine. I don't care if I look like a hooker. I look like an expensive one. I like my turkey fried and explosive. My dad used to do the deep fryer, that big huge deep fryer for turkeys. Oh my gosh, I miss that. That's like the Renaissance festival going in that like realm of turkey eating. Prepping for tomorrow, MC. What are you prepping? What's your role on the holidays? This is about the only time I go in on cooking is during the holidays. That's more my job. Just a Piece says, hey girly, hi. Okay. Nice and full tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, patriots and skeptics, truth hunters, and those of you who accidentally clicked this thing thinking it was thirst content, welcome. Sit down, buckle up, because tonight we're going there. You know, every once in a while, America hits a moment where the noise gets so loud, the corruption gets so obvious, the lies get so sloppy that even the people who weren't paying attention suddenly stop mid-scrolling and go, wait a damn minute. And that's the moment we're in right now. A moment where the giants, the American people, are starting to wake up. The motherfucking giants. We're fucking Americans. We're the watchers. For years, the elites have tried to rock us to sleep like we were toddlers. Nothing to see here, folks. Just keep moving. It's complicated. Trust the experts. That never happened. And if it did, you're crazy for noticing, i.e. what's happening to Candace Owens right now. But here's the problem. America wasn't built by sleepy people. It was built by fighters, warriors, farmers, inventors, rebels, dreamers, people who could spot a lie from 1,000 yards away. People who crossed oceans, people who built cities out of forests and started down empires with nothing but grit, prayer, and a fire that no government could tame. Excuse me. And that fire, it's back because corruption doesn't hide like it used to. It doesn't creep in wearing a mask. Now it walks in broad daylight, chest out, shoulders back like it owns the place. And if you're challenging it, you're labeled crazy, dangerous, extreme, and my personal favorite, a threat to democracy. But here's the truth that they don't want whispered, said, or shouted. And it's that the real threat to democracy is the people who think they're entitled to rule over us instead of serve us. Tonight, we're talking about that. Not the surface level scandals they toss out to distract us, not the celebrity drama meant to keep you busy, not the trending outrage of the week. Well, maybe some of that too. But I'm talking about the machine. And behind it all, the backroom deals, the bot loyalty, the intelligence agencies with too much power and little oversight, the politicians who treat Congress like it's a nightclub and then can VIP their way through, while the rest of us pick up that tab, folks. The journalists who forgot journalism and became hype men for whatever narrative pays their rent. Yeah, them. Tonight, we drag them out all into the light. But that's kind of what we do every show. Let me be clear. This isn't doom and gloom. It's not despair. It's actually the opposite. This is hope with teeth and a little bit of a right hook and a left jab, maybe. Because America has always defeated corruption the same way. Not with perfect leaders, not with committees or memos, or those cute little ethics panels. No, America survives because the people refuse to bow. And I see it now. Parents standing up in schools, working, people saying enough. Celebrities, yes, even them, breaking the machine, breaking from the cabal that they were raised in. Young people realizing the promises of communism and the seduction of extremism are just the traps with better marketing. Americans from the left and right remembering that we don't need to agree on everything. We just need to agree on one thing, and that's motherfucking freedom. So yes, the giants are waking, and when the giants stand up, corruption trembles. So tonight, I want you to listen closely, not just to me, but to your own instinct. That little voice that whispers, that voice is your heritage. It's your responsibility. It's the legacy that every patriot who bled for this country so we could live free, that's that voice. We're entering a new chapter, a turning point. The kind history books pretend happened in calm, slow, polite ways, but it didn't. It happened with fire, with courage, with the truth breaking through like sunrise. And tonight, that's exactly what we're doing. We're lighting that match, and it's landing on dry hay. We're ripping off the curtain. We're naming names, exposing receipts, and calling out every snake pretending to be a public servant. Because we don't serve them, they serve us. So take a breath, settle in, clear the fog from your mind, because after tonight, if you're new here, you won't see your government or your power the same way again. This is Thirst Trap News, where the truth gets loud. Okay, let's go check out the chat. The true real journalists are less than 5%. Yeah. I would even beg to say maybe less. Sad thing is, what got me on Trump is being the most openly corrupt president we've ever had sold me. He had me at, we were all crooks, quiet part out loud. I think it's just being smart enough to know, like, criminals wrote the tax law, so obviously it's going to benefit them in the best way possible. And if you're smart enough to, like, know what the tax code says and how it works, like, how is it your fault if it makes you look just as corrupt as the ones that made the law? You're just in good company. Hey, Mike, what's up? All righty. Here's what I got coming up for you. We got mushrooms playing music. We got Putin's message to American citizens, lazy teachers. White people are not racist. Animals and rescuers reunited. Muslims in Dearborn suck. That's a lot of Muslims voted in. The chosen ones, powerful men. Nick Fuentes talks shit. Campbell's VP is cooked. Bishop faces child molester. Modern therapy. And this dude really likes corn. And last but not least, say any bad word you want. All right. Oh, y'all, I am quitting vaping. So I'm down to like a 3% old Juul pod after hitting, like being addicted to very strong concentrations of nicotine. And I did good because I went all evening yesterday. Well, after this, like my vape ended during the show. And so I went the rest of the night until 2 in the afternoon today with no puffs. And now I'm like using this little Juul, which is like very mild. And it's like just enough to keep the headache. Like, So this show, yeah, I'm simmering. I've got a headache, a nicotine withdrawal headache. Sucks. All right, let's get into our first video. Watch this. This is so cool. Mushrooms that can play music if you give them bionic arms. It's so rhythmic. It's talking. It's like, ouch, get these clamps off me. This really hurts. I need to pull up my Insta, make sure it's feeding nicely. There we go. There's Luna Lopez. She is live. Oh, that delay is not very long on this show this time. That's pretty good. Can I see? Thank you. All right. I don't like tofu, but I'd prefer that to genetically modified meat. Oh my god. Yeah, Campbell's is in some hot water. So how do you guys think about that mushroom? Did you really like everything? I thought it was cool because everything is exhibiting sound. Everything is vibrating. And I've been learning a lot on plants over the last like year, and they do actually like have their own way of talking. And it's pretty cool. They communicate. Trees will actually communicate with their seeds that they drop through the root system. And if the soil is not good, the trees will communicate the seed not to germinate until it gets blown into an area where the soil's good. And then the trees communicate that it can start germinating. It's the craziest thing. I was like, what? This is wild. But plants, man, they're alive. They're way more living than we think. We just look at them as like, oh, they're alive, they're growing. But no, there's something more there with plants. I want to dig into that more for sure. But on to the meat. That was an appetizer. Putin's message to American citizens.
Меня услышали и простые граждане западных государств.
I want to be heard by
Вас
ordinary.
сейчас
Oh, you're gonna
настойчиво
have the mouse. Yeah, my God. Restart the video and let me have the mouse.
Чтобы меня
Okay. He says, I want to be heard by ordinary citizens of the Western
услышали и простые граждане западных государств. Вас сейчас
state. They are now persistently
настойчиво
trying
пытаются убедить в том,
to
что
convince
все ваши
you that all your
трудности это
difficulties are
результат
the
каких-то
result of some
враждебных
hostile
действий
actions
России.
by Russia.
Что из вашего
That you should
собственного
pay from your
кошелька
own wallet
надо
and fight
оплатить
against
борьбу
the
с мифической русской угрозой.
mythical
Все это
Russian
ложь.
threat all of this
А
is a
правда
lie,
в
and the
том,
truth
что
is that the
текущие
current
проблемы, с которыми
problems faced by
сталкиваются
millions of
миллионы
people
людей
in
на
the
Западе,
West are the
стали результатом
result of
многолетних
years of
действий
actions
правящих
by the
элит их
ruling
государств.
elites of their
Их
states. Their
ошибок,
mistakes,
близорукости и амбиций.
short-sightedness, and
Эти
ambition.
элиты
These
думают не
elites
о
are
том,
not
как улучшить
thinking about how to
жизнь
improve the lives of the
своих
citizens in the
граждан в
Western
западных странах.
countries.
Они одержимы
They are
своими
obsessed with their
корыстными
selfish
интересами и
interests
сверхприбылями.
and super
Чтобы меня
profits.
услышали.
Isn't that so funny how that's aging, knowing what we're knowing about the Macrons and Charlie Kirk now? OMG. The West is fighting the East is fighting the West. Everybody's corrupt everywhere, That's what's happening. But Russia, I've been following some people on social media that were Americans that moved over to Russia. And so far they're liking it actually. And at the time I started following them, they didn't know each other. I don't know if they know each other now. They probably do cuz, I'm sure just like what happens here when you move countries, you find other people from your own culture. But they say they like it. I mean, nobody's confused about their gender. All the gender roles are pretty obvious. The men are men. And Putin seems to be just very concerned for his people, according to them, and according to them that the people really love him. So it's interesting to hear him kind of speak on the cabal. And that could be one of the reasons why he wants to remain so separate from the West, because he knows about our debauchery that exists over in the West. All the living root systems available are something connected through the soil. Yes. And they talk to each other, and it's just kind of really cool. All right. Jeff Bliss went viral in 2013 calling out a lazy teacher. Oh, I remember this kid, a skinny kid, I think. He got really pissed at his teacher for basically being a lazy shit.
Teacher told me quit bitching, and I wasn't gonna just sit there and take it.
If you would just get up and teach them instead of handing them a freaking packet, yo. There's kids in here who don't learn like that, but they need to learn face to face. You're just getting mad because I'm pointing out the obvious. And you're
wasting my time.
No, I'm not wasting your time. I'm telling you what you need to do.
Yeah.
You want kids to come in your class, you want them to get excited for this, you gotta come in here, you gotta make them excited. You want a kid to change and start doing better, you gotta touch his freaking heart. You can't expect a kid to change if all you...
Jeez, this kid is like so wise, a high school kid. He's gone through some things at home. He probably has really good grandparents, a really cool uncle. He's definitely got some males in his life that are dropping that wisdom on him, because he is, in an impassioned moment, he is dropping some knowledge on the teacher, and he's but a babe talking to the elder.
Do just tell us. You gotta take this job serious. This is the future of this nation. And when you come in here, like you did last time, and make a statement about, oh, this is my paycheck, indeed it is.
Indeed
but
it
is.
is.
My country's future and my education.
Right
but
on,
there's a
brother.
limit. When I'm not bitching, but simply making an observation.
Oh,
And now I will
very
leave.
mature.
You're welcome.
The teacher
Very good. That's a warrior right there. That's an old soul that's been around the block a few times. That soul's been in a body a few times. That soul is spitting. He's spitting bars on that teacher. Shame on her that a young man, her junior, had to show her up. But good on him, because I know that moment stuck with those classmates probably forever. And he probably didn't realize it, but he became a leader that day. Those kids probably respected him for that, because it's true. Like, this is how you're gonna teach us, and then these are my peers. This is who I have to interact with around the world the rest of my life, and in the same age group. And like, you teachers don't give a fuck. So good on him. White people are not racist.
The fuck up, white people.
Okay.
Every
every other race is more racist than you.
Facts.
That sounds like a
Facts.
challenge.
All
Challenge.
right, listen here, my sunlit American. I could see why you'd think this. You know, I throw a Pakistani and an Indian man in the same room, and it's like two
God,
dogs
he looks
barking
like
on the
Jason
other side of a
a
fence.
little bit.
That's actually kind of my
brown hair.
favorite. Brown on brown racism. Like when you have two Middle Eastern dudes. One's a big fan of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And then the other one's a big fan of the dude that diddled Aisha.
Trust me, those two.
No, this is 100% a fact. I have been treated racist by one white person in my entire life, and the rest have been black people being fucking assholes to me because I'm light skinned, and even worse, my dad's the white one. Yeah, literally, Asians don't mix with blacks. Like, everyone hates blacks. It's kind of interesting, and we focus so much on white people, and white people are like the most passive with everyone. Case in point, look at what's happening to Britain and America.
People say some shit about one another. Hell, you want to hear some shit talk? Go up to a Greek man with a Windex fetish and ask him if he's Turkish.
Oh, geez, Japan? They dislike the blacks. At least
what I
we
just
gave
said.
you jobs.
Actually, I'm Japanese and I don't hate them. You're American. The only thing you share with those people
Exactly.
is a genetic
There
eye
you
chart.
go.
Fuck off.
And I know what you're thinking. Damn,
This guy,
maybe
I
whites
like
aren't
this guy.
number one in competitive racism anymore. Nay, nay. After we invented winning,
Nay.
we did it so often, people started getting angry.
Yep.
You know, when you play a video game with your sibling and
Tell you what, how is it the white man's fault that their culture was brilliant enough to take over the world? There goes the light right behind me flickering. My dad is like, preach home, baby girl.
they start crying because they keep losing.
There it goes
So you
again.
let them win so they'll shut up.
If you're on Rumble, you can
We had to
probably see
nerve
it.
ourselves because we've made every civilization that's ever fucking mattered. Anyway, get yourself an ugly sweater to go with my ugly words. Merchant Sabio.
Love him.
Listen the fuck up, white people.
Bar
Okay.
none.
Every other
Bar with 4 R's _ NONE. He'd be fun to have on the show. Yeah, I'm for it. I'm halfway. I find highly offensive what people be saying about white folks. Highly offensive. Okay? Because I know a lot of good people who are white. Also, not all of them have money. In fact, the richer people that I know are not white. They're foreigners. Yeah, no, it's funny. And then they all come and move here, and then they just move to little cities that are like mini Mexicos and mini Chinas and mini Indias, and they just like don't have any interest in integrating with each other or with Americans. So there's that, you know. Okay. Oh God, it's a video. It's gonna make me cry. I've seen this video. Animals and rescuers reunited.
Heartbeats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love?
That would be amazing to be hugged by lions like that. You should probably mute it. Yeah. That is our dog Courage. He falls like that when he's excited, trying to come run to you. It's a baby, it's a penguin. Oh my God. Oh, look. He's like, fuck the bananas, give me a hug. Oh my God, how cute. Look at the penguins. They're so cute. Emperor penguin. Oh, I heard monkeys are like really messy and like as they get older, they're terrible. They're like really nice when they're babies, but then they get mean. Foxes make the craziest sounds. we do amidst in this world with everything going on? What would we do without our furry, scaly, and feathery and slippery little friends? You know, they really just remind you that purity exists and innocence exists, and that there is something to fight for, and keeps reminding you what preciousness is, because it's easy to like forget all that when you are in the grind, in the beehive, in the rat race. You know, we run into everybody's miserable. I know that's why I have animals. Recreation says, I'm in education, and since unions can be like communism, some lazy teachers keep their jobs, and it makes other teachers who work hard before and after resentful and disgusted. I know I've had 3 teachers who were clients, and they all quit. Unions also use union dues to support leftist policies to the detriment of the students. I did not know that, but I'm not surprised about that. But yeah. Okay, let's watch a legal resident encounter ICE. Let's find out if it's true. Are they such dickheads?
Second, let's say these. Oh, good. Is that good? One sec.
Look. From the song.
Uh-oh. Oh, Residente. Residente. Cuando en los